The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out is their fifth-year quarterback.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about his individual performance from last week's game. I mean, he did throw 4 touchdown passes, so he's in sync with his receivers, and they're very confident. Did have 1 interception.
And 1 pick.
And
they lost.
Yeah, so no matter how many touchdowns he threw, if it comes in a loss, he's not going to be satisfied.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's...
And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Devontae Wyatt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So they bring out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And taken right at the 35. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And they rattle off a big one. 47 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, in the direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they've got the first lead.
And that certainly changes the early tone of this game, doesn't it, partner? One moment, they were going to be in early control. Now they just have a few moments to clear their heads and get back out there against an electrified defense.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense, you can't score on them on defense. So, to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, pressure comes and down he goes. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there, 17 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Now they go play action with Howell. And that is incomplete.
Not much happening offensively here early on. That's 2 drives and 0 first downs. This defense, they've come to play, and they're the better of the 2 units here so far.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Flush to his right. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain. So when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yard.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. That'll bring up second down. But you look at this defense. And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Let's go now.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
And it's caught. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Caps are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Here's the Anchorage offense back out now.
It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Our score after 1.
Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
There he goes left side.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Hal down to throw it.
Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case,
and he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he returns this to the 22. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But when the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. They'll roll him out right. And Walker has it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
A nice pickup there, 10 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a first down on that last catch. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Touchdown! Noah Fant, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Caps have taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Point after try forthcoming. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively.
And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And his first throw here is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 35 yards that time on the punt.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's thrown touchdown passes on his last 2 drives as he begins here, 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
A throw over the middle taken in. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Back to throw.
He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll go with the keeper, and he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now this time he'll look to throw.
Smith and Jigba with the grab.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a play fake here on first down. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with it
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
The 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Ready.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! From 6 yards away. And the Caps take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Again, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And incomplete on the deep ball. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Holding, receiving team.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Chase Young coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Channing Tindall is there for the tackle. 4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Faking the handoff. Howell. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's got this He's down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing here, Howell. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
Some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
18 Rattlers.
They go play action here on first down. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Back to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. 1 quarter remains here on this Thursday night. Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter.
19-18.
Walker, touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
A try here for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Derek Hall It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Second down, Howell now.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly...
And it's caught. Touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba from 4 yards out. And the Caps add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. So the completion gets them just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw, Howell. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position now more than ever is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Forced out to his left. Howell sliding down, and he picks up the 1st on that play. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
That's good. 4
First down, Howell to throw.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
And Howe will throw it.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Howe.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Howe now to throw it.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Howe, he'll look to throw it. Wow, that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
4th down, Howe, desperation time.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. And they'll start on the ground with Charbonnet.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Again, it's Charbonnet. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
2nd down, here's Charbonnet. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll come on to kick this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Let's go. The 16-yard line. Alert! Alert! Front row switch. Bring it. Roll! Check!
Off play action. It's Howe.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Howe throwing on 1st down here.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but Not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. And on now is the punter, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear.